Okay, so here is a handy dandy help video for working with Excel and completing part of homework number 1. Sorry about the little lines on the screens moving up and down. We'll go away when we look at the other screen. Okay, so you're going to get your data from the most watched season finales list on Wikipedia. And the way you do that is you're going to highlight starting up in the corner and drag down and copy. I'm only going to take part of this to speed things along. But so then what I did is I copied this and then I pasted it over here. And when I pasted it, I right-clicked and chose Paste Special, just text. And then I changed the width of the columns to make them more spacious. The next thing I did is I eliminated the footnote indicators, which are the square brackets with numbers in the center, from our number of viewers column. I did not fix the percent household column yet for this example. I could have, but I was just in a hurry to demonstrate some of the other things you're going to need to do. Okay, so one of the things to think about is up here on the upper row here, you're going to want to have the names of the columns, and I had to rearrange things a little bit because it pasted in a little sloppily, but I've fixed that now. And then you can see that these are still ordered by rank, which is how they're shown on Wikipedia. And so what you're going to need to do is reorder that. The best way to do that is to click the upper left corner of the grid, kind of the intersection of the column and row headers. And when you do that, it's going to highlight the entire sheet. And what you're going to want to do then is click over here on Sort and Filter, and I'm going to do a custom sort. And what I'm going to do, is I'm going to sort by, let's see, the date, right? Oldest to newest. Hit OK. And okay, so now it's looking correct because the oldest is The Fugitive, and that's first. And then the last one that I got to here is Everybody Loves Raymond, and that's most recent. You can see that's 2005. Okay, cool. So that was one of our key steps there. The next thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to insert a column next to C, column C, which is our number of viewers. So I'm going to click on column D, and then I'm going to right-click and hit Insert. That's going to put a blank column here. We're going to give it the title of Average by clicking in that top cell, hitting Return. And then what we're going to need to do is skip the first 4 lines here, and on the 5th one we're going to make a moving average of 5 shows. And this is maybe the part that was giving people some trouble. And the thing to remember is that Excel is like a giant calculator, and any cell can be told to function like a calculator by starting your entry with an equal sign. And then as we start typing the word average, it wants to complete that for us. So we could actually go down and choose average here. Okay, well, I didn't manage to do that. I don't know why that didn't work that time. But anyways, we'll just type it in, put a parentheses, and then what we're going to need to do is take the cursor and highlight and click drag down while holding it down, and then you see we're going to get this range C2 to C6. If we just hit return, then that's going to cause that cell to show the result of that equation. There it is. And then what we want to do next is we want to fill that equation down, and when we do that, it's going to always choose the column to the left and the 4 above it and add them together. That means that we're going to get a new average in each of these, right? So one way is we can click and hold. We can click and hold right in this corner. See how the cursor changes to a plus sign, or we can double click while it looks like that, and it'll fill down as long as there aren't any gaps in the column on the left. And there, we've filled it down. Hooray, hurrah. Okay, cool. And so what we want to do right now is we want to insert a graph, and we're going to start with just this one column here. We're going to go up and click Insert, and there's a line graph, and then we're going to choose the one with dots. And there, it's made it. Now, it doesn't look correct like yours is going to look because mine doesn't have all the data. but that is how it's supposed to look in general. Okay, cool. And now we want to make a couple changes to this. One thing we want to do is we want to include the average column here. And the easy way to do that is go down to the bottom corner and click, and we get this. See how the cursor changes? And then we drag that over. And now we've got both of them. And then we're going to want to change something about that series. We don't really want dots on it. So we're going to right click on the line, the red line, and we're going to format the data series. And then we're going to, under marker options, we're going to choose none. Excuse me, under marker options, there's a bunch of options here you can change. You can change the color. We're going to choose none. And then we'll hit close. And there, we've gotten rid of those. We might want to also change the line style. We'll make it thicker. Sorry, right there. Sorry, I'm trying to look through my camera while I do this, so it makes it a little tricky. 3.75, close. Oh, darn it. It didn't do the whole thing. There we go. Style. There. Now I got the whole thing. I had only had a segment of it there at first. Okay, so we've accomplished that. We've got 6 minutes already on our video, so it's kind of long. And there's one other thing I want to do is show people how to add in the labels along the bottom here with the names of the shows. And depending on your version of Excel, there's 2 ways to do this. I'm going to show the way that works on all of them. What you're going to do is you're going to click on the box that has the data in it, and then you're going to right click, and you're going to choose Select Data. And when you choose Select Data, you're going to get an option over here on the right. You can see it says horizontal category axis labels. That's the stuff that gets shown along the bottom. And what we want to do is we want to edit that, and it's going to give us the opportunity to select a range. And so that's great. So we're going to go over here to our data set, and we're just going to highlight down like that, and then hit return. Well, actually, not hit return, hit OK over here. And then we'll hit OK again, and you can see it's inserted those there. And your final sort of task is going to be to make an image of this. And so what you would want to do is choose your snipping tool, which is handy to have on your screen here, like that. And the whole screen has been grayed out, and so now I can click drag whoop, over everything like that. And there we are. And then what I'll do is I'll save that, save as something or other, and you can see I've saved a lot of pictures, and I'll call that example. And remember, to put this into your Google Doc, you'll have to upload it. And so you'll save it someplace, and then in the Google Doc, you'll choose Insert Image, and then you have to find it and upload it. Hopefully that helps. Bye.